Have you ever stopped in a quiet moment and asked yourself what really happens after we die? Not out of fear, but from that soft, aching curiosity deep inside your heart that wonders, where do we go? This question lives inside almost everyone, but it's often drowned out by noise, by distractions, by the rush of daily life. Many people imagine death as something dark, painful, or final. But the truth is far more beautiful, peaceful, and loving than most of us can imagine. Death isn't the end. It is a transition, a return, a homecoming. It's not about disappearing, but about waking up into something deeper, clearer, and more alive than this physical world has ever allowed us to be. The very moment a soul takes its final breath, the shift begins. The connection to the physical body loosens gently and without pain. There is no fear, no confusion, no burning question of what's happening, only an overwhelming sense of peace, lightness, and clarity, like stepping out of a heavy suit and finally breathing freely. The soul rises above the body with an awareness that cannot be described in words. There is no scream, no darkness, just stillness and light. The mind becomes sharper, the heart feels wide open, and the burdens of human pain begin to fall away. And in those first moments, the soul realizes that it has not died. It has simply let go of the physical form it was wearing for a while. At first, many souls find themselves in a peaceful place that looks a little like something they once loved. It could be a childhood home, a quiet forest, a cozy place from long ago. This happens not because the spirit world copies Earth, but because the soul still carries memories that help it feel safe. The new world gently reflects those comforting images to help the soul adjust. The spiritual mind still leans on what it remembers. So this familiar environment becomes like a soft bridge between two realms. And then the most beautiful part begins. We are not alone. We never were. The first ones to greet us are usually those who loved us deeply and passed before us. They are already there, waiting, smiling, holding out their arms. Grandparents, parents, siblings, close friends, even pets, appear with glowing presence, as if time never separated you. Their energy wraps around you like the warmest embrace, like the feeling of coming home after a long journey. But they don't come just to say hello. They come with a purpose. They help you feel safe, remind you that life continues, and gently guide you into this new existence. They're here to make sure you understand. Death is not the end. It's just a new chapter in a much longer story. Soon after, your spiritual guides arrive. These are beings of light who have been walking beside you your entire life, even if you didn't see them. They know your soul more deeply than any human ever could. They were there during your silent prayers, your heartbreaks, your victories, your doubts. They whispered wisdom into your heart, protected you from unseen dangers, and helped shape the journey you just completed. Now, they stand with you, not as strangers, but as ancient friends. Their love is unconditional, their presence calm and steady. They've been preparing for this moment, your homecoming, for a very long time. Not every soul wakes up instantly. Some are ready right away, but others need time. Just as people need rest and recovery after a long illness, the soul may need to heal gently from the weight of human life. Some souls spend what feels like days or weeks in a peaceful place, receiving loving care and energy. They're not broken, they're just adjusting. It's a healing of the soul, not the body. The wounds may be invisible, but they're real. Regrets, fears, guilt, pain carried from earth. All of it is gently soothed with light and love until the soul is strong enough to continue. And then comes one of the most powerful and emotional parts of the afterlife, the life review. But this is not a trial, and there is no judge. There is no loud voice reading a list of wrongs. Instead, it is quiet. It is sacred. It is a meeting between your soul and your truth. You watch your life unfold, but you don't just watch it like a movie. You feel it. Every word you spoke, every action you took, every moment you ignored or cherished, you experience again. But not only from your own point of view. You feel what others felt because of you. When you were kind, you feel their joy. When you were harsh, you feel their pain. You become everyone you ever touched, even in the smallest ways. This is not to punish or shame you. It's to teach you, to help you understand what it really means to love, to show you how every choice created ripples, how even tiny gestures mattered more than you knew. The life review doesn't go in order from birth to death. Instead, it's shown by themes like forgiveness, compassion, growth, or repeated mistakes. Your soul creates a sort of spiritual presentation, organizing the pieces that mattered most. And often, the biggest lessons weren't in the moments of success or celebration, but in the pain, in the failure, in the loss. That breakup that broke you, that illness that felt unfair, that betrayal you never saw coming, those moments often hold the deepest growth. You start to see that what felt like life falling apart was really your soul being reshaped. Even the people who hurt you, the ones who seemed like enemies, were often part of your soul group. They agreed to play painful roles so you could grow. Behind the curtain of life, they were your allies, your spiritual teammates. There is no rush. Time in the spirit world doesn't move like time on earth. Each soul takes the time it needs to fully understand. And this whole experience is surrounded in love. There is no shouting, no shame, only truth, compassion, and growth. Once the soul completes this part, it naturally rises to a place in the spirit world that matches its energy. There is no gate to pass through. No one decides for you. You simply move where you belong, because your vibration, your spiritual energy, leads the way. The spirit world is not one big, flat space where every soul is the same. It's vast. It has levels, realms, dimensions, each filled with souls at similar stages of growth. The lower levels are close to earth. Souls here still feel heavy emotions like anger, hate, or obsession. It's not punishment. It's just a reflection of their inner state. Like how oil and water naturally separate, souls find themselves among others who feel the same, but they are not trapped. There is always help. There is always light trying to reach them. The middle levels are where most souls go. These are souls who lived regular lives, people who tried, loved, made mistakes, and grew. These places are beautiful, like an ideal version of Earth. There is no hunger, no war, no illness. People live in harmony, continue learning, and serve in ways that bring joy. Higher levels are harder to describe. They are realms of light, love, and wisdom. The souls here have evolved over many lifetimes. They radiate peace. Many of them choose to work as mentors and helpers, guiding souls in the levels below. Souls don't fake their way to higher realms. You go where your energy fits, but you can always grow, always rise. No one is stuck forever. With love, learning, and service, every soul can lift itself higher. Even souls that fall can rise again through real change. So, what do souls do in the spirit world? They don't float endlessly in space. They live. They grow. They help. They serve. In the middle levels, there are spiritual cities, real places with buildings, trees, schools, and homes. There are classrooms where souls learn the laws of the universe, hospitals where broken hearts are healed, music halls where divine harmonies raise the spirit, laboratories where new ideas to help Earth are created. Everything is guided by love and purpose. There are no boring jobs. Every soul does what brings them joy. A doctor on Earth may become a soul healer, working with energy. A teacher may continue helping souls understand the truth of who they are. Artists create works so beautiful. They make you cry and heal you all at once. Relationships continue too, but without ego or fear. Families come back together. True friendships resume. Love becomes even stronger because it is not blocked by human emotions. Souls often form groups with kindred spirits, working together on missions that help both the spirit world and Earth. There is also time for rest, for reflection, for wonder. There are gardens more beautiful than any you've seen. Cosmic libraries where every truth is stored. Music that lifts your spirit like wings. Hobbies from Earth are enjoyed without limits. A painter paints with colors made of light. A musician plays instruments that don't exist in our world. A gardener grows flowers that glow with feeling. And even though souls move on, they never forget us. They are still around us, still loving us, still whispering guidance. Most of the time, we're just too busy or too distracted to notice. The easiest time for spirits to reach us is in our dreams. When we sleep, our conscious mind steps aside, and our soul becomes more open. That dream where you hugged someone who passed away, that wasn't just a dream. It was real. Spirits also send signs, lights flickering, devices acting strangely, objects moving for no reason. Sometimes you smell their favorite scent with no explanation. Sometimes a song plays at the perfect moment. These are not accidents. They are gentle messages, sudden thoughts, ideas, or urges to reach out to someone. These can be their whispers, guiding us. Some people feel them more easily than others. It depends on the bond, the soul's growth, and the sensitivity of the person on Earth. Some spirits have more power. Some people have more openness. But the connection is always there. It never breaks. And life after death isn't the end of growth. It's the beginning of a new stage. A more focused, more free kind of growth. Without a physical body to distract it, the soul can evolve faster. Learning is deeper, clearer. Knowledge is shared mind to mind, like downloading wisdom instead of studying slowly. The soul heals old pain, lets go of old patterns, and begins to understand big truths. like how everything is connected, how karma works, how love shapes everything. As the soul grows, it gains new abilities. It can travel between dimensions, communicate without words, even appear to people on Earth for brief moments. But we don't have to wait until we die to begin this evolution. We can start right now by being more kind, more patient, more grateful, by choosing love over fear, by trusting the quiet voice inside us. Every time we act with compassion, we raise our vibration and connect more deeply with the spirit world. And as we grow, we begin to understand something deeply important. We are all connected. Every soul, every person, every life. The things that divide us, race, belief, status, are illusions. We are all drops of the same divine ocean. And one day, when our time comes, we will not face darkness. We will be met with love, welcomed with open arms, and guided gently home. Because love does not end. It simply changes form. And in the end, we all return to the light we came from. Have you ever wondered if you're truly alone in your hardest moments? When you're lost, afraid, grieving, or standing at a crossroads? The truth is, you're not. Around you, every moment of every day, there's a spiritual world quietly working to guide, protect, comfort, and help you. It's an invisible system full of love and purpose, where spirits, many of whom were once just ordinary people, continue to serve, grow, and care for those still living on earth. These spirits don't sit in silence or sleep in peace. They're active. They're working. Some of them are spirit doctors who stay near hospitals, guiding surgeons through difficult operations and giving strength to caregivers. They influence medical breakthroughs, inspire sudden insights, and help people recover in ways science can't always explain. Others are spirit teachers. They once taught in classrooms, and now they teach in deeper ways. They send ideas into the minds of students, writers, inventors, and researchers. That sudden understanding you felt during a test, or that spark of inspiration while working on something hard, that might have been one of them whispering truth into your thoughts. There are also spiritual protectors. They don't control you or override your free will, but they guide you when you're in danger. They create delays, send gut feelings, or nudge you away from harm. You might never know they were there, but you've likely felt them. The voice in your mind that stopped you at the last second, the strange sense that told you something wasn't right. Those moments aren't just chance. They're protection from the other side. Then there are spirits whose job is to bring comfort. They come near when you're grieving, heartbroken, or in deep emotional pain, especially at night, when you're alone with your thoughts and everything hurts more. They gently surround you with peace. They don't speak out loud, but you feel their presence in your heart. Many people wake up after a night of crying and feel a strange calm. That's because someone, unseen, sat with them in the dark, offering comfort soul to soul. Some spirits are devoted to helping humanity grow. They inspire spiritual teachers, writers, and leaders. They help people remember the truth, that life doesn't end with death, that we are souls first, and that we are all connected. They help awaken people to love, unity, and purpose, guiding the world toward deeper understanding. One of the most beautiful missions is taken on by spirits who stay with special children, those with disabilities or serious illnesses. These children often come with big, hidden lessons to teach and learn. Their guardian spirits love and protect them constantly, pouring strength into their tiny bodies and bright souls. And the most amazing part is that many of these helping spirits were just regular people in life. They weren't saints. They were kind hearts, willing to love and serve. That's all it takes to be trusted with a divine mission in the spirit world. After death, our spiritual growth doesn't stop. It speeds up. Freed from Earth's distractions, the soul focuses on healing and learning. It's like suddenly walking into a place where every truth is available, and you no longer have to study slowly. You just know. But before growing, every soul must first heal. Earth leaves wounds, fear, regret, pain. Healing spirits help new souls let go of what they carried. Some heal quickly, others take longer, but every soul is treated with love and patience. As healing happens, a deeper understanding begins. The soul starts to see spiritual laws clearly: karma, reincarnation, the unity of all beings. It sees that we're all connected, and that love is the only lasting truth. Prejudices and judgments fall away. The soul begins to grow in love, wisdom, and peace. Some spirits develop abilities like telepathy, clairvoyance, or moving between worlds. Advanced spirits can visit Earth, appear in dreams, or protect multiple people at once. But the biggest change is always in their hearts. The more they grow, the more they love. Many focus on specific studies: healing, cosmic knowledge, creation, or music. There are great spiritual universities where spirits keep learning forever. No matter how far they've come, their journey never ends. But not every soul crosses over peacefully. Some get stuck between life and death. These are the lost souls. Some died suddenly or with trauma and don't realize they've passed. Others are too attached to money, status, or addiction. They cling to the world, trying to live a life that's already over. Some carry so much guilt or anger they refuse to move on. And many are simply afraid. Afraid of punishment, afraid of judgment, afraid of what they were taught death would bring. But they are never left behind. Rescue spirits gently seek them out. They don't push or force. They wait. They shine. They offer comfort and love until the soul is ready to move forward. Sometimes that takes days. Sometimes it takes centuries. But the door is always open. No one is ever truly abandoned. Eventually, the soul is ready to return. Reincarnation is not random. It's planned carefully. With help from wise guides, the soul looks back at past lives. What was learned? What's still unfinished? What wounds need healing? Then a new life is chosen. The spirit picks a family that will help with these lessons. It may be a loving home or a difficult one. Each experience is chosen to help the soul grow. Even the body is chosen, whether strong or weak, beautiful or disabled, rich or poor. Every part of the life to come is part of a loving design. Relationships are also chosen. Parents, friends, children, even enemies are often souls we've known before. Some love us deeply. Some challenge us deeply. but all are here for a reason. Before birth, we make sacred agreements with each of them to help each other evolve. In the spirit world, time doesn't work like it does here. Spirits don't experience days and years the way we do. 1,000 Earth years can feel like a moment, and one emotional experience can feel like eternity. That's why when a loved one appears in a dream and says, "I just arrived," they're telling the truth from their perspective. They live in a space where past, present, and future exist all at once. This means they are not waiting for us. They are already with us, in the eternal now. When we miss them, it's because our bodies still live in time, but their love hasn't gone anywhere. It surrounds us constantly, and when we meet them again, it will feel as if no time passed at all. The most powerful truth of all is this: those who have died are not far from us. They are not gone. They are working. They are helping. They are whispering wisdom, guiding our steps, comforting us in sorrow, arranging meetings, opening doors, closing harmful ones, and steering us toward our purpose. The sudden peace we feel, the protection we can't explain, the opportunity that shows up at the perfect time, all of these may be spiritual acts of love from those we cannot see. Even on a larger scale, they are helping. They inspire scientists, leaders, and artists. They nudge good people into power and help stop harm when possible. They care for nature, calming storms, sending rain, or guiding people to protect the earth. So much of what we think is coincidence is actually spiritual precision. The greatest comfort is knowing that our loved ones who've passed are still loving us, still helping us, still watching over us. They know our future. They see our pain, and they are working behind the scenes every day, often in ways we'll never fully understand. Life does not end. It transforms, and love never dies. It only grows stronger. You are never alone. You never have been, and you never will be.